Welcome back to another video on overcoming retroactive jealousy. My name is Matt, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the journey, all right? The rough and bumpy journey in overcoming retroactive jealousy. I want to set the record straight for a lot of people out there who think this condition might be something that you can overcome without putting in the hard work. I post these videos and I do my best to describe various ways to beat this thing, to beat retroactive jealousy. And occasionally I'll get someone who says like, hey, I tried meditation for 3 days in a row and I'm still suffering. Meditation doesn't work. It's a waste of time. Or, someone's like, no, I put exactly what you said step by step to use. And you know what? It worked for 5 days, but now I'm back to feeling terrible again. And, with all that being said, with all that feedback, like I'm not talking down to anybody because I totally get it. Like I know you want to overcome this thing fast. I did too. But the truth is, it's a bumpy road for most people. It takes a lot of work, a lot of self-discipline, a lot of willpower, and most of all, resilience. And it takes being able to bounce back when things don't go your way. Being able to get up and try again when you fall down. It's important to understand that recovery from anything is usually one step forward, 2 steps back, especially retroactive jealousy. Okay, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Failure is inevitable. It's an inevitable part in this path, in this journey, in beating retroactive jealousy and getting your freedom back. Relapse is part of that too, okay? But anything worth having takes a considerable amount of effort, right? So don't be discouraged if you feel in control one day, but then totally anxious the next day. Like you've, fallen back into your retroactive jealousy all over again. It takes time. It takes patience. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. And unfortunately, like we're not patient people, right? We like immediate gratification. But very, very rarely does anything of great value come quickly and easily, right? Example, one of the most rewarding things in my life is building this YouTube channel, building this retroactive jealousy support community, being able to help people from all over the world, hearing stories from people reaching out to me saying, you're a miracle. I was ready to end my life, and in a last ditch effort, I found you, and now I overcame this. I'm free from this. Okay, that is the most incredible feeling in the world to have. But this channel and building all of this takes, an immense amount of effort and an immense amount of extended amount of time. And honestly, I work 60 to 70 hours a week between what I do on here and the coaching programs I offer for retroactive jealousy. So all of that comes with various levels of disappointment, right? Feelings of failure, feelings of success too, like back and forth all the time. Again, I feel like sometimes I take 1 step forward and then 2 steps back. But again, it's worth it. Like it's worth that fight every day. And like my goal, my future with this, the reason I keep pushing and pushing and pushing is eventually I hope to hire like a team of people to help me out so we can reach even more retroactive jealousy sufferers and offer even more help. Again, that's my goal, and it's worth fighting for every single day, even on the worst days that I feel are filled with failure, right? And that's exactly what the journey in overcoming retroactive jealousy is all about. It's about the ups and the downs and the all over the place sometimes. And I remember back when I was researching about retroactive jealousy, back when I was really, really struggling a few years ago, trying to find these answers, anything. And it would make me feel great for a few days, right? I'd find a few things that worked for me and I'd feel good. And then all it took was like one bad trigger, right? One bad intrusive thought to just set me back. It was like I was climbing to the top of this huge mountain and reaching for the brass ring, and I almost have it, and then I slipped and I fell all the way back down. Okay, all the time I often found myself wondering if recovering from this thing and healing from retroactive jealousy was even possible. Like, would the time ever come back where I didn't feel anxious anymore, where I didn't feel this pain anymore, where these thoughts would just stop. Would just stop. Would I ever be normal again? To me, that was the goal, right? To get back to feeling normal. But the thing that I've come to learn with that is we should avoid setting a goal to be normal. We should avoid that altogether because, first of all, what is normal even? What is normal? Right? I don't even know what normal is. And at the end of the day, would you really want to go back to being who you used to be? Like, think back before your retroactive jealousy, kind of took over. Were you an overreactor? Were you, a worrier? Did you, a lot of times limit yourself by fears and insecurities? Was the old you secure within themselves? Were you going after things you wanted in life, or were you afraid of failure and afraid of what other people said or what other people thought of you? If any of those things sound like you, like, why would you ever want to go back to that? And that description, everything I described, like, that was me before retroactive jealousy. So the goal is not to get back to who you were. The goal is to be better than you've ever been before. That's why retroactive jealousy will end up being the best thing that's ever happened to you. Okay, it allowed me to see so many things about myself that I was, being held back by fear. It allowed me to break free and push through even in times of doubt, and to not be afraid of fear, to not be afraid of anxiety, how to handle really anything, how to handle my thoughts, to understand that I don't have to chase thoughts, that thoughts just pretend to be important, but actually aren't. And when I don't chase, I get peace. And that even spawns the things, like making this channel, this retroactive channel and community. I would have never done any of this or thought I was capable of doing any of this beforehand. This journey in overcoming retroactive jealousy is a struggle, but it is so worth it. It will be life-changing. You'll be better off than you ever were. So, as much as you want to, don't rush this, okay? Don't rush this. Don't try to be normal. You're going to be better than normal. Understand it sometimes, again, takes 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but that's part of the process. And if that is happening to you, then you are doing well. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay, keep up that resilience and don't look back. Don't look back, because I promise you, the grass is so much greener on the other side. And on the other side is your freedom. And on the other side is a life and a relationship better than anything you've ever experienced before. And it is so worth it. Keep up the good fight and do not give up. I know you can do this. What's possible for one is possible for all. If you enjoyed this video, please support this channel's growth and take just a moment and smash that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. You can hit the notification bell so you are alerted when I post a new video. Also, again, if you tend to suffer from these obsessive, intrusive, and unwanted thoughts about your partner's past and need some extra help, please feel free to check out the links in the description below for my retroactive jealousy 7-day Road to Freedom Accelerator program, as I would love to personally help you get back to feeling wonderful again in your life and in your relationship. I also have a free meditation down there that you can download to help you relax, calm some of the anxiety around these anxious thoughts you might be having. So make sure you grab a copy of that before you go today. It's absolutely free and you get that instantly. So thank you once again, everybody, for watching today. Really, really appreciate it. Much love out there. See you in the next video.